Hey guys, YouTube 100 here. And yeah, it's been like a few weeks since I have made a video, officially at least. Yeah, yeah, I know that I kind of just stopped doing the my Nickelodeon Christmas special reviews for this year. I didn't get through them all. I only made like four reviews or five of them through this year. So yeah, so I didn't get through all of them. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, I will talk about it in just a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here to just wish everybody a happy new year. Yeah, as you can see, I am in a different place now. Yeah, like I have been telling you guys, we had to move due to certain reasons. So yeah, that is what's been going on. We did have to move. We had to actually vacate our old place sooner than we were expecting, and yeah, and I just really like didn't really get the time to really make any videos because it was kind of in tight conditions. So yeah, but yeah, we did officially finally move into this place this past Wednesday. So yeah, so now we are in a new place, and yeah, and we are still getting settled in, and just putting stuff away here in this place. So yeah, so it's been just kind of a pretty hectic time. Yeah, I did make a video this past well back on the 23rd, just really kind of just explaining the situation to you guys a little bit. But yeah, I have since kind of taken just unlisted that video. Yeah, because I was saying how I was going to continue the Nickelodeon Christmas special reviews once we did move into this place. But yeah, it's just been a very hectic time, and I didn't actually wasn't actually able to get around to really continuing on the reviews. So yeah, so I am sorry that I wasn't able to really finish the Nickelodeon Christmas special reviews for this year. So yeah, but yeah, I will pick it up next year. Like next year during Christmas time, I'll pick them up and I will just finish getting through the rest of the Nickelodeon Christmas specials that I was wanting to do this year. So yeah, so those will just continue on next Christmas. All right, but anyway, yeah. So I just wanted to come on here to just wish everybody a happy new year. Yeah, right now it is about yeah, it's almost 10 p.m. So yeah, so the new year is still about 2 hours away. Yeah, but yeah, I am kind of glad that 2023 has now come to an end because yeah, it just really was kind of a real drama filled year for me with a lot of stuff that I was going through. Like you may have noticed throughout the year that I kind of had some long breaks in between some points of making videos because I had a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, so I am kind of glad the year is over, and yeah, now hopefully things really will be better for me in 2024. Yeah, well, hopefully that'll be the case, but time will tell as the year goes on. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, hopefully 2024 will be a pretty good year. Yeah. So yeah, like I do every year, when the year comes to an end, I want to just come on here to just kind of recap the year and what really has happened for me this year. Yeah. So I don't really want to go too much into this because yeah, like I said, 2023 was a pretty dramatic year for me, whether it was family issues or personal situations or whatever the case may be. So yeah, 2023 really was not really one of my favorite years because of a lot of the situations that I was under, whether it was with family or personal. Yeah, so I don't really want to really go into that, but yeah, I did have some nice highlights from this year. I told you guys just last month in November, I did get to meet Kurt Angle. Like you do see my channel icon down there, and you do see me with Kurt Angle. So yeah, so I am glad that I did get to meet Kurt Angle this year. Yeah, yeah, and also this year I actually did attend the Raw before WrestleMania. Yeah, so I actually was at this past year's WrestleMania Raw, as it was referred to. Yeah, so I am kind of I am pretty glad that I did get to go to that Raw. Like that's the first Raw that I have actually attended live in 18 years. I haven't attended a Raw since 2005. So yeah, so I am glad that I like actually did get to attend that show. Yeah, and this year I have also attended some a couple of local wrestling events here in Arizona. Yeah, they have like some local wrestling promotions here in Arizona, and I have actually attended like a couple events this year, and it's actually like the first. Those have actually been like the first time that I have actually attended like local wrestling events, and so not like WWE events. So yeah, so it was pretty cool to really get that experience, and I am hoping to really catch some more of those. Yeah, so yeah, so I have had like some highlights like that throughout the year. Yeah, but yeah, it really has been like a pretty drama-filled year, whether it's like family situations or personal situations. But yeah, I don't really want to go into that stuff. Yeah, but yeah, I have at least had some highlights throughout this year. All right, so yeah, so I get this. I'll just go through some of my YouTube highlights for this year. So yeah, so the year did start out kind of slow for me on YouTube. In January, I really only made a couple of videos because I had some stuff going on. Yeah, I started the year off by reviewing the Charlie Brown New Year special. I reviewed that on New Year's Day last year. Yeah, and then yeah, I was I have reviewed some other wrestling events this year. This year I reviewed I reviewed a No Way Out 2000. I reviewed Backlash 1999. I reviewed you would well yeah I throughout the entire month of May I dedicated it all to ECW pay per views. I reviewed all the ECW pay per views in May. Then yeah, and then I also reviewed the two. I reviewed the Hulk Hogan and Edge versus Billy and Chuck match from the 4th of July episode of SmackDown 2002 in honor of the 4th of July. I reviewed Vengeance 2005. I reviewed the last two Bash at the Beach shows that I was yet to talk about to finish off those. I reviewed Bash at the Beach 1998 and 1999. And then I reviewed SummerSlam 1990 and SummerSlam 2007, and I reviewed Unforgiven 2006 and No Mercy 1999. I reviewed the two Raw Hell in a Cell matches from 1998, and then I also reviewed Survivor Series 1988. So yeah, so I had reviewed quite a lot of wrestling events this year. Yeah, and then yeah, some other highlight from the year, I've talked about some movies that came out this year. I talked about I get my thoughts on Creed 3, and then I reviewed the other Scream movies that I hadn't covered yet, and then I talked about Scream 6 that came out this year. Yeah, and then yeah, then I also talked about the Power Rangers 30th anniversary special that came out on Netflix this year. Yeah, and then I also talked about the Flash movie that came out this year, and I also talked about I gave my thoughts on the Marvels movie that came out last month. Yeah, and then some other things that I have done this year, I like I said, I like I talked about WrestleMania this year on both nights at WrestleMania. Gave my thoughts on both night one and night two of WrestleMania, and then yeah, like I said, this year for the month of May, I dedicated it all to ECW pay per views. I reviewed every single ECW pay per view that was is produced, as well as the two ECW One Night Stand shows. Yeah, and yeah, and then I also reviewed all of the DC Extended Universe movies that I hadn't talked about yet. I reviewed all of them from Suicide Squad all through Shazam: Fury of the Gods. As well as Zack Snyder's Justice League in honor of the Flash movie release, yeah, and then yeah, and then I also went to the show of the Jurassic World live tour, and then I gave my thoughts on that. Yeah, yeah. Of course, this year we lost quite a bit of celebrities, and some that I mentioned were like Pee Wee Herman as well as Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt. Yeah, And yeah, and then I also like gave my thoughts on SummerSlam this year. I talked about like how like I really don't feel it's fair for boxers and kickboxers to fight. Yeah. And then I also did a video talking about like my favorite Tekken game. I was saying how Tekken 4 was my favorite game, with the Tekken series being just my favorite video game series in general, as I've said many times before. Yeah, and I was talking about like why Tekken 4 is my favorite Tekken game. Yep. And then I also showed you guys how like did I have now like collected the entire original set of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers automorphing figures. Yeah. And yeah, and like I said, I reviewed the. I have like now gotten through like all the Hell in a Cell matches. I've talked about like all of them prior to the Hell in a Cell pay per view. Yeah, I've now talked about every single pre Hell in a Cell pay per view Hell in a Cell match. Yeah, I did, did a couple videos talking about like some situations I don't like, about like how a teacher was like drunk on school property, and how hey, child predators are getting worse. Yeah, that stuff really has got to stop. Yeah, and then of course, this year, like in honor of Halloween, like I did last year, I just reviewed like some other horror movies that I was yet to talk about. Ones such as Alien and Texas Chainsaw Massacre and The Thing and Saw and Silence of the Lambs and so on. Yeah, so yeah, talked about some more classic horror movies. Yeah, and then I also talked about the two Marvel films that came out this year with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania and Guardians of the Galaxy 3, as well as giving my thoughts on the Miss Marvel show on Disney Plus in honor of the Marvels movie. Yeah, and then I also, of course, made a kind of like my own like fanscription video about like what if Cocoon wasn't killed in Pocahontas. Yeah, and then I also like it for Thanksgiving. Like this year, my Thanksgiving review was the Rugrats Thanksgiving special, "The Turkey Who Came to Dinner." Yeah, and then of course I gave my thoughts on the two War Games matches at Survivor Series month. Yeah, and then of course I just like finished off the year like starting with those Nickelodeon Christmas special reviews. Again, I'm sorry that I couldn't actually finish those and get through them, but yeah, I just said why, because I was going through like this situation with moving and stuff. But yeah, I am really sorry that I didn't actually finish those for you guys. But yeah, like I said, like I'll pick those up and finish them mm, for Christmas next year. Yeah. And yeah, so yeah, and that's really some of my YouTube highlights for the year. This year, I have also, uh, well now, I'm I have now on YouTube, I've reached 375 subscribers. Yeah, so thank you to everybody that has subscribed this year, and hopefully going into 2023, I will gain some more subscribers. Yeah, and yeah, and that really is pretty much the highlights of the year for me on YouTube. Yeah, so oh yeah, so thank you to everybody that has tuned in this year and that's really stuck with me. I know I've like I said, I've taken a lot of breaks this year, but it's because I've had a lot of situations going on this year. Hopefully, in 2024, I can be more drama free and really just things will really get better. Hopefully, with this new place, things will be better here. Yeah, so hopefully it'll be a better year for me and things will really be looking up. All right. So yeah, so just happy new year to everyone. Hope 2024 will really be a good year for all of you. Yeah. And yeah, and stay tuned. I'll have some more videos coming and up this year. Yeah. Like I said, it's still kind of a little bit hectic. We are still settling into this new place and still kind of trying to really um uh, like get get our stuff set into the place. But yeah, yeah, hopefully everything will go okay, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to settle in, and I'll get some videos out for you guys this year. All right. So yeah, so just want to say Happy New Year to everybody, and yeah, and once again, apologies for the Nickelodeon Christmas special reviews really not getting finished. All right. But yeah, I hope you guys really do understand the situation of why that didn't happen. All right. But yeah, so Happy New Year to everybody, and hopefully the year will be good for all of us. All right, so yeah, so I guess that does it for this video. So I hope you guys did enjoy what I had to say here. So thanks for watching. Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys later.